Doesn't matter who stay перед мной. Doesn't matter who stay in front of me. If he has the belt, it's a challenge.
You know, since the beginning of your career, a theme has been pushing to the extreme. You demanded a title shot for you wanted it your first fight, and you got it your second fight. Why is it important to put your foot on the pedal and do it this way?
Because I don't want to be a regular fighter. I don't want to be like always fighters. I want to be in the history. I want to put my name in the history. And I want boxing history remember me, my name, my second name. That's why.
You know, you're the quickest in boxing history to get to three division title. Where would you like to take this? You know, is there plans? I know right now you're focused on Saturday night,
yeah.
But are there plans for more divisions?
I don't know. It depends. You know, my feeling. It depends my body size, body muscles. If I after a couple years stay bigger, of course I move up next weight category. But if I stay the same size, I can't move up because now I feel what in 135 guys bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
So now I focus on this weight class.
But is there a ceiling or a range that you think you could get to? Because I see what you're saying. Your height and the way your body type has a lot to do with it. But is there a ceiling or a weight level that you think you could get to?
I don't like this word граница, потолок, граница. I don't like this word. You know, it's just for regular people. It's just for people who scared. Jump higher your head. I don't like it. I didn't see this ceiling. I didn't see.
Okay.
But you need do smart. You need do next step smart. And if you do something unusual, you need to sit down, think, make strategy. You need to подходить. Ты должен подходить к этому.
You have to get there
on time and very smart. Yeah.
You know, I saw a documentary earlier in the year, and it starts with you, and it starts with you going underwater and holding your breath for as long as possible. Can you talk about what that simulates for you in the ring? What does that do?
You know, it's like we have the same situation. Then you hold your breath under the water, it's very hard. The same situation in the ring. Then you step on the champions rounds, 10, 11, 12 rounds, it's very hard. And it's the same situation for your mind and for your psychology. That's why I do.
How often do you do that while training? Like in a given week, how many times would you do that to try to better yourself?
Как часто?
сколько раз ты, например, в неделю это делаешь?
Задержку дыхания? You know, always I have a different schedule, and during my preparation I do this, I think 15 or 14 times. It's not every day, it's not, you know, it's like I have training week, I have a schedule, and if it put on my list, my father write my plan. If he put in my list, hold the breath. I do this during the 4 days подряд.
4 days on a row. 4 days
Подряд.
on a row.
4 days on a row. After that, I have a rest a little bit, and after 5 days, I do the same. So it's approximately 15 times during the preparation.
You know, people in boxing always marvel at your feet and the way you move, and understand that in the Ukraine you had dance class that helped you. Can you talk about that and the importance of?
I don't know. Maybe it's helped me. Maybe it's not helped me. I don't know, because I can't live my second life, you know. And of course, if I stay где я есть, where I am, it's helped me, of course. But you know, then I use dance classes. I don't like it. I don't like it.
How long did you do that for?
A couple years.
Couple of years.
Couple of years.
Do you see any benefits? Did you see any benefits immediately when you got into the ring after doing it?
Сразу увидел какие-то подмогу, какую-то
No,
бенефиты, такой
no,
разницы.
no. You know, I don't understand what happened, and I don't understand on that time help me my dance classes or not. I don't know. But now, like we see, maybe it's helped me.
You know, you talk about making history and being remembered as one of the best ever. How important is it in your mind for your star power in America? How important is that to you? His star power, being considered a household name, not only in boxing but beyond. How important is that to him at this point?
Как звездой, типа.
Да, не только в боксе, но и вокруг. Как для тебя это важно?
I don't think about it. Of course, I want to be a star, superstar, but it's not my основная цель. Основная.
It's not my main thing.
It's not my main goal thing, you know.
No, everything goes your way on Saturday night. What would be, I know this is your full focus, but what would be your next move? What's the next thing you would want to do if everything goes your way?
You know, you send me a question and you know answer. I answered that question after December 8th, after my fight. I can't now running behind a train.
Let's thank you for the time.
But alone,
Where'd you learn about yourself in Illinois?
what I need to stay focused on during all fight. Focus and concentrate. What?
Was being knocked down surprised you at all?
Yeah, it was a surprise. Yeah, but it's only my mistake. It's not his smart move, his smart punch. It's only my mistake.
What was your mistake? What do you know what you did or didn't do?
Yeah, relax. I lose control, and after 5 rounds, I think deal is done. I won this fight, and I eat every round. I eat him, and I forget about defense, my defense. That's why it happened.
Pedraza, on paper, we don't know until Saturday night, but on paper, can you say that he's maybe comparable to Linares, or better or worse, or you just don't know till you get in the ring? I'm asking how good you think Pedraza is.
Насколько хорош. На бумаге можешь его сравнить с Линареса? Он лучше Линареса, хуже Линареса? Или ты себе должен как бы дождать субботы?
I think Lenar is better and he more aggressive. He has a more power, but Pedraza is not простой.
Not as simple.
Not as simple like all people say. Not simple. He understands what he needs to do in the ring, and he has a good defense. He has a good timing. So it will be very interesting.
To be your home, we consider this your backyard.
Yeah.
Does it feel like home here? Are you comfortable? Is this almost like fighting where you're from?
Yeah, it's very comfortable because it's not my first or second time. It's, I had a lot of fights in Madison Square Garden. Now people in New York knows me, and it's very comfortable, and I like it.
You've had not just a lot of fights, but big fights. Obviously, the fight that you had here last was so anticipated with Rigondeaux, and people thought that was like a 50-50 fight, and the way you beat him and made him quit, it really was the beginning of something of a legend. Is making fighters quit now something that you want to be synonymous with your name and your brand?
No, I don't like it. I have a nickname Loma. It's simple for people. It's I like it, this name, but it depends. It depends. Not me, no Lomachenko or something like that.
That's your nickname. I hate to break it to you, but no Lomachenko is what they call you. Obviously Pedraza is a unification bout, and unifying titles is never easy, regardless of the opponent. But where would you rank this challenge amongst the challenges that you've had in the recent past?
Где ты поставил его с прошлыми оппонентами, которые ты боксировал, его сопротивление?
I can answer now. I need to check, and I need to feel what he can, and after that I can compare. But it's not will be very easy, like all set.
Coming back down to 135 pounds, do you feel like maybe 140, these guys might be too big right now? Obviously you won the Linares fight, but you did get knocked down. It seemed like a tougher fight for you than it needed to be at spots. Is 35 a more comfortable weight, or is 40 still like the next thing on your plate?
Maybe it's more comfortable for me because I don't need to lose a lot of weight. That's why it's more comfortable for me. Yes, of course. Now my opponent's a little bit bigger than me, but it's not too long. I think after one year I stay. I will stay bigger, and I will stay the same size like my opponent.
What people marvel about in your skills is your speed, angles, unique way to deliver punches. Obviously, the shoulders are necessary for all of those talents. Do you feel going into this fight comfortable with where your shoulders are at? And is that something that's on your mind? Like, will you be able to perform in the way you have in the past? How do you know that you're 100%?
Ты спокойно пойдешь с проблемой плеча.
I had a very interesting camp, and I had a lot of sparring sessions, so I think it will be the same situation because I was in the ring during my preparation. I was in a sparring session, hard sparring session. I use all punches, and I think it will be the same. So yeah, of course.
You know, going forward, you talked about in a year's time you'll probably be campaigning at 140, no problem. It seems like 147 is where all the action is, where stars are being made. Some guys that have been discussed as possible opponents for you. So if you would, I'd like to kind of go down the list of fights coming up and hear what you think about them, because you may be facing the winner of some of these fights. For instance, so much has been said about Lomachenko Garcia. Could it happen? What weight would it happen? Will it happen? Now he's stepping all the way up to 147 pounds to fight Errol Spence. You think that's a good idea for him? How do you see that fight going?
You know, it's his choice, and it's very, very strong and very уверенно.
Sure.
Very, very sure step. But like a professional, like man who understands the boxing, I don't like this idea. I don't believe in Mikey Garcia and his win But on this fight, I will with him, and I will переживать, болеть.
Cheer.
I will cheer for him.
Could you clarify what you mean by you don't believe in Mikey and his win? I didn't understand what was meant by that.
Он не понимает?
Да, он говорит, может как-то...
Are you serious? You don't understand?
I
You believe in Mikey in this fight?
Oh,
this Errol Spence?
beating. Oh, okay. I just
Yeah,
want to know what you
yeah.
meant. So you're
Yeah.
saying you don't believe he beats Errol Spence, but you
No,
root for him.
no, I don't believe.
And then obviously.